Clem, it's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.
Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. Ain't it sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white shirt, pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with the in a light shirt. Lyrical technician, an electrician, y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend, it's you I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay, cause me, if I was to ever take a lead, it would be aspirin to break a feed. If I was to ask for Megan D Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at her feet? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like
Abracadabra.
And for my last trick,
I'm about to reach in my back, bruh.
like
Abracadabra.
and for my last trick,
Just like that, and I'm back, bruh.
now back in the days of oat me, right around the time I became ate some as a way of coping. Take the case of turned me into smiley face emoji. May not be age appropriate, but I will fit an 8-year-old indeed with a participation trophy.
I have zero doubts that this whole world's bound to turn into some Girl Scouts. That censorship bureau's out.
So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted.
The unmistakable New York skyline to the east. And we are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And a big run right out of the blocks. He gets forward for 9 on the first play of the game.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Another run here with Paul. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
In motion comes Lazard. Fields now to throw on first down. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. It's the safety, Julian Blackman. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. A first down throw for Fields. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
The biggest correlation between scoring points in the NFL is your ability to generate explosive plays. And oftentimes, the best explosive plays in the passing game happen when the quarterback is outside the pocket, and great example of it here.
First down, Fields. He's got it inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to come away with a touchdown of his own.
A chance now to make up for that earlier pick 6. They have it first and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Fields now on second down. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
Fields from the gun on third down. To the goal line and in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Anders Carlson now for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Jets will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. That's the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, Richardson. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Jermaine Johnson, the former first-round pick, in there to bring him down. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that ball. Whoa! They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Fields. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Back to throw is Fields. That is intercepted. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hall. Room to run past midfield. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is...
First and 10. Fields operating out of the pistol. That one caught by Wilson. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is just like recess, just playing one-on-one football and saying, all right, I'm throwing you the ball. You got to go get open. This is a great job by the receiver selling it at the top of his route. The defender thought he was defending a deep ball. He sticks his foot in the ground and comes back. Well-timed, well-executed, and a nice pickup.
Play action now for Fields. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Fields. A pass deep for Reynolds. And this will be incomplete.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack, second down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
3rd and long. Here's Fields. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On the return is Gould. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The motion man here is Mitchell. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line.
Once you see that guy coming across the formation pre-snap, Mike, you have to be thinking jet sweep instantly. It's just such a dangerous play that always has the potential for this type of yardage, especially when he wins that race to the edge.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now a toss. Running left, it's Taylor. Uh-oh. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. That's the safety, Andre Cisco.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On 1st and 10, Fields. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Breece Hall, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Second down, it's Fields. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. To the 20. And he will take this one in. 84 yards. Touchdown, Jets. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Richardson gonna look to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are gonna just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're gonna have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. Room to run at the 30. This has been bizarre. From 2nd and a mile, a huge gain, but still short of a first down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Richardson to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second and a yard. On play action, Richardson. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked up by Sauce Gardner.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. To throw is Fields. Looking deep for Lazard. Oh, and that ball's intercepted. Charvarius Ward with the pick.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. They'll keep it on the ground here again. And that'll give them a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football, as we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us. What happened? Seriously? Not even a play? What? Game's not over. Why did you pick it up?
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Oh, good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this is a guy that you do not want to have to tackle in space. I mean, the footwork, the agility, the ability to go side to side and then still have the burst and explosiveness to pick up big yards. I mean, this guy is a handful.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down. Richardson. That one taken in by Mitchell. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. He'll come up to 3rd and 3. Here's Richardson. He gets this one complete to Pittman. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. On the ground, it's Taylor. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
The motion man here is Mitchell. Throwing on second down, Richardson. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll take a deep shot for downs. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Michael Carter. And the Jets are going to take over just shy of midfield.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Here we go. Easy.
Give up the middle with Hall. Oh! And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, never mind. Monday. Out, let's go.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He'll air it out. Deep for Wilson. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Here comes a return from the end zone. And they are going to be backed up to start. What a big hit on the return. Stopped him right in his tracks. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Richardson. He's going to try it here again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Here's Taylor. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
From the gun on third down, Richardson. Pass right side to Downs. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. The Colts about set to punt, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here we go, son. Together, offense. Keep it together. Chip's ready.
Off the play action, here's Fields. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Don't jump. Ready?
Fields from the gun on third down. And he's going to be taken down, a sack on what likely will wrap up play.
The third quarter of play, with the score Jets.
On now comes the punt team for the Jets, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. This is taken at his own 30. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
A run with Taylor. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard line.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 12.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Completing this one to Downs. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. That's good for a Colts first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. Trying the left side and caught by Pittman.
Complete to Michael Pittman. It's a gain of 10. And the Colts first down.
On the handoff, it's Taylor. And he'll bring it inside the red zone. Finding space, gain of 7, inside the 20. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the gun, Richardson. Going over the middle and taken in by Pittman. And the Colts are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. In motion comes Pittman. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he is going the wrong way, tackled back at the 7. From a little further back, here's second and goal. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And he will score! Game on! Josh Downs. Touchdown Colts. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Tight end going in motion here. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone and get this one a couple of points closer.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. A first down throw for Fields. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. Fields now on second down. This one caught by Lazard. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They'll come up on a second down and 8.
Here we go.
A pitch comes to Hall. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
A loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 10.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Here we go, son.
Taylor, the tight end, is in motion.
Stop you. What's the route down the field? Take it all the way, boy. Come on. Hurry up, hurry up. Good night.
They'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And that's just the disastrous outcome on that last pass. I mean, yes, you have to stay aggressive knowing you're trailing here late in the game, but you can't be reckless. Don't try to get it all back in one throw. That final pick, that might just seal the deal for their opponent.
The motion man here is Mitchell. Finding room at midfield. 20, 15, and he will go all the way. Adonai Mitchell, touchdown Indy.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And picked up good for 29 yards.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Hall. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. This one complete right side. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Here is 1st and goal.
Here we go, son.
They'll run. It's Hall. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Second down. It's Fields. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
So out comes the kicker. Big spot for Anders Carlson. This to win the game. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So this one in the win column for the Jets. This one went all the way down to the wire. The late field goal with zeros on the clock seals the deal. As they come from behind, they may feel like they stole this one. They get the victory on the game's final play. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.
Broski got me. I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. It's that G. I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in it, she just made a big. I got rolling over. Speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my they say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa.